All right, man. It's New Year's Day, 2023 finally. I got this tree out here in the fence row. Well, it's not really a fence row, I guess. It's actually right on the edge of the road, but it's a dead ash. It's been dropping branches like crazy. It's a good sized stub. It's not real tall. It's probably only 20 foot. It is leaning towards the road just a little bit, which is not exactly the way I want it to go. I'm going to drop it into the field, but I think we'll get by. We're going to make a face cut on this. Bring you guys in a little closer. Now, before we get started, I am in no way an expert tree feller. I've done this before, quite a few times actually, but I am not an arborist. I am not a tree service worker, nothing like that. These trees can be very, very dangerous. There's actually a branch that got drug out of the road just the other day. It's a decent sized ash tree, probably it's about 18 inches, 18 to 20 inches across. We're going to drop it. I'll make my face cut on this side, drop it into the field. I got my wedges, got my axe. I typically like to do what they call, I think they call it a Humboldt cut, face cut, where you make your flat cut, then you come in on your angle from the bottom. I just feel like they drop a little softer. Then they give me that nice straight cut on the bottom for my firewood. I don't have to do it. I've done the standard traditional cut. Ain't no big deal, but cold. She's cold. It's only about 30 degrees out this morning. Oh. She is cold. Cold. Getting some of this brush out of my way so I got a clear exit. Not gonna lie, it always makes me a little bit nervous when cutting trees down, especially these dead ash trees. They're kind of unpredictable. They drop branches. You know, they can be very dangerous, but I want to get this one dropped, maybe buck up a little bit of it. I got a buddy coming over in about an hour. We're gonna go walk the woods, see if we can't push a deer on the last day of late doe season here. Yeah, you can see this thing's dead. I'll get our face cut made and we're gonna go from there. definitely still hard at the bottom. Some of these are real spongy. They make me nervous. Let's see what she looks like. Oh. She looks pretty decent up in there. Nice straight, they match up pretty nice. Yeah. She's a decent looking cut. I'll bring you in here, see if you can see this. There's a wedge that came out. You see up in there, they meet nice. Nice up, it's kind of hard to focus, but they meet pretty nice up in there. There's no overcut. Come around to the back side. Zoom you out. We'll start making our back cut, and we'll get a wedge stuck in there. Get her to start leaning that way. Hopefully. Hopefully. You want to be about 2 inches above where the edge of your face cut is. That line I scored just a little bit low. You can see at the bottom of this thing's all like that, but I'm going to come up just a little bit, level out, make my face or my back cut. Get her cut enough to where I can get a wedge in there. Pop a wedge in. Coming in just a little bit low, I think. A little bit lower than I want to be, but I think we'll be all right. Just to make sure it don't close up on us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here she goes. There we go. On the ground safely. Just kind of peeled the holding wood out. See, a little bit held on here. Not horrible. Not great. Came down, nobody got hurt. Let me grab a tape measure, see how big around that tree is. Decent sized tree. Not the biggest I've ever cut down, but definitely not the smallest. She is right about 20 inches. 21 that way. So she came down pretty much just where I wanted it to. I was getting worried a little bit there for a second about it wanting to go backwards, but it definitely went the right direction. You can see I had holding wood cut here, and you can see on the edge of this where basically it peeled off the front edge of that. Only held on a little bit right there, but all in all, not too bad. Could have been a little better, but it went all right. Nobody got hurt. Everything's on the ground. That's how I do it. Probably could have went with a traditional face cut, but I don't cut down too many trees, so it gives me a little practice to get my stuff lined up. Actually, it looks like I may have overcut the back cut just a little bit. You can see I tried reaching in through there to get some of it to let go. Get some of it to let go right in the middle, but all in all, she came down well. So I'm happy with it. I'll take it. First tree down of the year. Get this one cleaned up and move on to the next one. You guys keep living that best life. We'll catch you next time around.